Right, here we go. I've had this for, I don't know, getting on for a couple of months now. And I thought I'd put my thoughts down on video. I'll do some pros and cons. The obvious thing is that it's pretty goddamn expensive. I guess best part of £1,000, really, once you've added the mounts and stuff. And I've had I tried mounting with RAM, so I could swap the whole mount from bike to bike, because I've got a couple of bikes, but that didn't work out because it was on the RAM mount. It was just a bit too wobbly. So I had to buy a second one. Here we go. Might as well have a quick look. That's number 2. The mount's decent actually. It's nice and solid, and it actually, here you go, a couple of charging points which match up on the back there, and of course it locks as well. One of the disadvantages is that the lock actually covers, can't really see it, but there's a USB C socket in there, so you can plug things in, obviously, which I'll get onto later. But if you want that uncovered, you could obviously switch it around, but then the charging point's going to be pins aren't going to line up, so it's not going to charge. Don't know what you could do about that. I suppose you could drill a hole in there, but that's not ideal. It would be better if it was on the other side, I think, or even better, you make the put the pins in the centre. That's kind of a whole new version, which means having 2 different mounts for this and 2 different tablet designs for Carpe Iter. So that's probably not going to happen. It's a bit tricky to set up. I don't use Android. There are lots of little things I needed to change and permissions I needed to grant, and setting up the controller. That was a bit tricky in that once it's set up, the tablet assumes it's a keyboard, and so it won't bring up the virtual keyboard anymore. And so I had to do a bit of Googling to find out why that was. It was easily solved, but yeah, iOS user problems. It was, what else? It was a bit tricky to get hold of. There's only one retailer, certainly in Europe, and they're a bit slow. They're not the best retailer, I don't think. Slow to respond if you're sort of messaging them, and I guess you could say, give them the excuse that it's actually taken off quite a lot in the past 5 months, so they'll have a few supply issues, but they could definitely be better at getting back to you on email. It's really just going through the cons at the moment. It's pretty heavy, I'd say, particularly with the mount. So on the 790, I tried mounting it above the clocks, and it was just too wobbly there, and it's probably just a bit too big. And on here, I've got the Adventure Spec sort of mini rally fairing thing. I find it just a bit too close to me as I'm riding. It's all right, but I can see myself at some point getting proper rally fairing for this and push it back. Yeah, this might be down to the how much stuff I've got switched on. So it's got Bluetooth's on, Wi-Fi's on, screen's on full brightness, and the 4G rather, is all on. So it's romping through power. I could probably fine-tune that management, but if I'm riding all the time, it'll sort of slowly, very slowly charge on the bike. But if you're doing trail riding and you're stopping occasionally, and you don't switch it off or put it in sleep mode, the battery will have a net loss on the ride. So it could be the battery just getting conditioning, so it might get better, but yeah, I just got to fine tune the power management really. So the great thing about this is obviously the size of the screen. It's really bright as well. Apparently, I've not seen the Samsung Active one, but it's a lot brighter than that. I'm doing it in the garage just because you can't really appreciate how bright it is when it's outside, so on camera at least. You get a lot of reflections on camera which you don't really notice in person. So I've done some filming outside so you can see it. The next really good thing is the drive mode dashboard, Mark II I think it is, and the controller and how it all works together. It is really good, it's well thought out. They are constantly working on it, and they've got a group on Facebook, so you can put requests in, if you like, for features, which I've done. Where's the map? Here we go. I've asked for, I'm a bit partially colourblind, and sometimes I'll struggle following a GPX if it's a track, if it's similar colour to something around it. Like if you have it blue and you get near a river. I've actually gone off and followed the river accidentally instead of the track, or tried to. Bit daft. So I've asked if they can do a black and white mode for the map, and then your choice of colour for the track. I think if I'm following a GPX, it really makes things simple. Yeah, the map is actually pretty good. I've put on a few others, but I'm using this one the most. It being a tablet rather than something like one of the Garmin's, it means you can add all the apps you want. Where are we? There we go. There's a shortcut. Well, there's on the home screen you can customize here. Well, you can customize all of it, but so I've got Google Maps, the TET app, OS Maps, and I've got a few other maps on here, but these are the ones I'm using the most. And I've also added Sony, so I can connect my camera, which is useful, so you can do a bit of remote shooting. And then you've also got lots more, another sort of short list of apps, or even more apps. And then, so I've got the Sony one on there. What else have I got? Chrome on there. Dropbox, I find that a really easy way to add the GPXs. So if I'm working out a route, do that, put it in my Dropbox on my computer, and then automatically syncs in here, so I can add it to any of the mapping. So I've got Guru, Locus. Right, where was I? Managed to fill the card. Oh yeah. What I also have on here is DJI Fly. Nice big screen for flying a drone. Just strap the controller to here. So this thing, the controller, is, I have to say, is great. I'm mostly just using it for, when I'm on the move at least, for zooming in and zooming out. Zooming in and zooming out. There are more functions to it. You can also go through the menus. think there's long press and short press as well. So you can move the map around. So am I happy? Yeah, I think I am. It's definitely horrendously expensive, but you can see where the money's gone. It's tough. It's well thought out. They're continuing to develop the software, and it works well.